Hey, how we doing? This is King Cooch at the Parlour. I'm with my boy Rastaman.
Hey, how we doing?
Big thanks to Motif for this. Motif Magazine, Motif Mag on Instagram. I'm King Cooch Rap on Instagram. He's not big on Instagram. You'll find him on the streets, you know what I mean? All right, we're gonna get right into this. This first song is Namaste. I wrote it on the beat. Its name was Namaste, so it writes itself.
Very mellow.
Gina was big influence on this one. I need to relax. Let's not live in the past. You're not going that way, don't look back. Always go towards the right path. Don't be afraid to pack and go. Tackle obstacles, talking monster foes. You have got to roll with the punches, but they're coming by the bunches. And you're looking like they're lunch when they're coming by the dozen. Come on, fam, let us jam. Not a care out in these lands. Let's smoke a gram. Let's smoke 10 more. Then explore this world at war. There's so much gore, yet so much beauty. You need a positivity attitude to get through the dirty parts of today. Move forward, find your namaste. It's your namaste. It's a man, all the probs escape. It's your namaste. Got a bomb stay. All the probs escape, but more come on the way. No need to pursue the duty, let's get groovy. Move your booty and look through the loopy groups of snooty fruits, hooting like them kooky kooks who consume the mood. Snoop on dudes, then pop like balloons when I keep my cool. Don't know why they gotta act a fool. Makes me think they did smack in school. I'm just trying to stay tactical. Writing raps, it feels magical. Sit back, relax, and eventually you'll find your Nama place. Namaste, namaste, namaste. I don't know this place, but I wanna stay. A namaste, namaste, namaste. A blunt in my face where I smoke and lay. A namaste, namaste, namaste. It must be no hating, no drama day. A namaste, namaste, namaste. I can't leave after a little nama taste. That was namaste. I messed up the beginning, so that won't happen again. We're just gonna go right to the next one. This is Rap Ripper. My name's King Cooch. Ripping raps erratically. No fucks given if you mad at me. It's a tragic habit when these maggots trying to stab at me. I've had it, G. Don't you fuck see? I'm a celestial beast. The rest are all weak. I think they need a tweak. I'm coming to defeat. I'm summoning a motherfucking dungeon dwelling, pungent smelling demon. Greeting my enemies with a wide grin. The streets got me tied in, gliding through the steps of greatness, finding what it takes to make this now. These lines coming out of my eyes, I got heat vision. I'm 3 times fly, sprouting wings to meet pigeons and free my peoples from the prison. Prominently preaching mannerisms, gallantly please permission. I'm happy, see, breathe into mission. Priorly need intuition. My Grammy, she feeds me nutrition. It's like Stan Lee, keep digging. Can I speak precision? No, my hits are hardly hitting. Like a kid with Barbie spitting. Let the clock keep ticking, no progression from bitching. Let the clock keep ticking, no progression from bitching. I'm ripping raps rapid fire. Ridicule goes at the liars, so just retire. Talking to you fake suppliers like I'm Trump, you getting fired. Let me pull you back like some needle nose pliers. Spitting on them tracks so slyer. King Cooch, you can call me Tyler. Not a freestyler, I'm a hell of a trier. But like fire paint on a biplane, I'm flyer. Assuming these dudes maneuvers usually manure. Mixing music, making magma marooner. Yeah, I'm moving through the pain, got all of it chained up. Kids, you gotta maintain tough. Keep your guard up when there's snakes in the grass and you never had your yard cut. I'm making sure I give back to the good humans stuck in a bad batch of people pushing you to give slack. When they see you've got a pace they just can't catch. I'm bashing these bad batch bigot bitch boys barely banging beats. Brad broke Bobby's bones by the Barnes and Noble's bloody nose blowed open, about to switch up bimbos like dirty sheets. I'm only common factor that remains is the cum stains. I'm dumbfounded how I'm deflecting dangerous dehydration, drinking daily, dissecting, dangling, disobeying Dinkleberry daisies. Wow. It's actually amateur hour, basically blaming a Bowser, casually crushing them cowards, drastically ducking the downers. Elasticity, earning elections, Ike Eisenhower. You Fuckers are flowers, now I'm stuck in the gutter, got me gutting growlers. Have to be humble, having heavy horsepower. I'm invested in my ivory tower. You would joke like Peter Griffin joining the jousters. I'm wishing I'm kicking Captain Canower. Longest yard got the crowd literally louder, murking like I'm stepped off the murder Mayflower. Now I'm neglecting my nuclear power, obviously objecting what you say is ours. Prominently perfecting my passion like a piper, constantly questioning crazy quackers. Restless till you remember this rapper, superseding suckers, making them sour. A trooper teasing Tyler in his trousers, Uber cruising marijuana user, visualizing fiber. Without eyes, you wiser. I'm so XXXier. Why you yes men so yuckier? Zesty raps that ain't Zuckerberg's. Still big shout out to Motif and Mike. Nice to meet you, man. My boy Gino Rastaman.
Hey.
I'm King Cooch. You can call me Tyler. People don't like to say Cooch. My last name's Coocher. We're gonna move right on to Take Flight. I got this one. I got two more for you. Next two are my favorite songs, but I love this one too. It's a jam. Take flight, new sight. Tonight we gotta get away. Blue kite is my mood height. Cooch is right, you gotta get away. Hey, 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 come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. On the quiet nights, you hear the blunt burning. No hate in sight, no fear, no heads turning. Spaced out, looking at clouds, concerned learning. Roll it tight, roll it right, burn all night. Roll it tight, roll it right, burn all night. Roll it tight, roll it right, burn all night. Okay, check it, yo. I'm young, dumb, and full of cum. Not your average one, wondering what I'll become. My flow's colder than summer sun. Someone roll me another one. Roll it tight, roll it right, so we can burn all night. You crows chirping, but don't bite. Get too close and y'all take flight. I'll play nice with you. Mind my personal space. I say life isn't a race. Learn the patience. Certain ways will change the pace. Till I'm talking in your face. Let's talk out the problem. Keep your voice down, son. Don't act like a goblin. It hurts my chest when I resist. It's a test to wanna rest. Try my best to smile instead. Cause a long bit in the pen. My men are maybe multiply malicious intentions. I'm flashing many heads in. I'm talking thrashing tons of humans. Nah. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. They say curses come in threes. Oh, they say curses come in threes. It feels more like infinity. Don't you see how we're living, G? Let's go get a brand new identity. For no stress, just peace and unity. What will it take for you to see? Like the way my brain displays precision and decision from the messages on the television. Hey, 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 hey. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Take flight, new sight. Tonight we gotta get away. Hey, blue kite, that's my mood height. Mood height. I am right, we gotta get away. Get away. Hey, hey, hey. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Hey, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Woo! Man, I should have brought an applaud button. Yeah! Alright, you're gonna help me out with this one, right? Lose your shit. Lose your shit.
Lose your shit.
Lose your shit.
Lose your shit.
Lose your shit.
Yeah, lose your shit. Yeah,
Lose your shit.
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 Yeah, lose your shit.
If you talking that shit, I'm super gluing your lips, kid. Banana, peel your wig back, blaming hammers hit that. Scaring randoms while I'm slamming down a six-pack. Attacking tandem if your clicks whack. Cameras panorama cause your chick's fat. Order painting for a Kit Kat. Take you like a salmon and a red rack. Paintings aiming in your crib cause we click back. Look at how I give and go, coming with a different flow. Some might call it gifted, I'm not doing it for gripping dough. Bobbing fun, I gotta start so low, but I'm coming from another angle. Hey yo, it's not obtuse or acute, spinning loose, it's a hoop. Hitting goose like a boot, getting Cooch to lose is like a hoop with a shoe. Always quick to bounce back, always click while I count stacks. Always slick for the out sack. Ball stays when I'm rolling down the river while I'm pulling out these cameras like the flicker nose Ferrante when I pointed at your trigger. Bang, came in flames, so stop, drop, and roll when I hop in. Spitting fire, ain't no stopping, I'm dropping a copper and I also gotta roll them over. Sorry, I gotta roast you, I'm coming with all the flows, yeah, the rappers just can't come close to. Yo, I'm an immaculate rapper, an inaccurate clapper. I snap, crackle, and pop, I stack all the guap and clap and hose off. It's like I show off in the mirror to make it clear that I'm superior. I appear as a mere demon, dream my songs are semen, mad heads. Then I awoke from a slumber in which I choked my cucumber and I skipped that very part that I should have censored earlier. So, yo, I'm overdosing flows, emotion, chosen flows, exposing clothes on postal. Yo,
Postal.
I'm overdosing flows, emotion, chosen flows, exposing clothes on postal. Oh, I'm overdosing flows in motion, the chosen flows, exposing the glows. I am postal. Overdosing flows, emotion, chosen flows, exposing clothes on postal.
Postal.
Overdosing flows, emotion, chosen flows, exposing clothes on postal.
Postal.
Overdose and flows, emotion, chosen flows, exposing clothes on postal. Coast to coast to hostel. Phoning boats by the almost best figuring it slid. I gotta stick with it, not stick with it. I'm not building a wall, but I'm flipping, defeating them all in the kicks missing. Yo, I don't ball, I would fall, but my dick's for your chicks kissing. Listen, I'ma give you what you've been missing. It's that man on that mission, searching for the crazy diction. And he's hitting a bit of fiction. But here to mention, when my crew comes through, nothing left to mention. With the exception of dead henchmen that sent in from every motherfucking dimension. But here to mention that I choose to make crews flip. My verbal flows are merger bolder than your cruise flip. Always looking who to soon hit. Quick to blow like a balloon lit. I'm slowly fading from that goon wit. Now I'm comical, ghosted on a fucking broomstick, kid. I'm a space case, though my skills are astronomical. Skip the drama, yell as low as a lava toe. I'm yelling out Geronimo. Coming back on you bitches, snacking on snitches, blacking out, getting smoky and PVD. I'm about to send you on a mission. If you messing, you and blessing the swagger in the session. Plus I got your girl undressing, and I can't forget to mention I'm a dementor, lyrically taking your soul when I enter every dimension. I got crew flipping and collecting they dead friends, but at a mention when I'm sent in, I'm in war mode. G to the core code, always follow, still a chore though. I had to censor that part about my penis. No one wants to hear about it, you know? Bounce, jump, kick, stomp, bounce, jump, kick, stomp, bounce, jump, kick, stomp, jump, bounce, kick, stomp, stomp, jump, bounce, kick. Play the next song in finish. Woo. Do you know I'm stealing your water? Go for it, man. Feeling on top of the ceiling. Hey. Man, this beat has got me feeling like I'm sitting on top of the ceiling. Hey, weed I'm hitting got me believing.
Adam J, this beat is nice.
When I'm on the beat, got fake beef like Mickey D's. Look at me, spreading positivity like a disease. Laughing as a little kid, matching peas with my fingies. Where's the equality? Where's the unity? The negativity stays away from me. Let's go, my fellow living being. We can find the higher, then stay living on the ceiling. Am I appealing? Take my words how you want. Come on, tell me what you're hearing. Let's find the right direction to steer in. And we be vibing in the barn when my peers appearing. Feeling for the hearts that I'm stealing. Need the trees, don't cut them, we're breathing. Feeling on top of the ceiling. Man, this beat has got me feeling like I'm sitting on top of the ceiling. Hey, weed I'm hitting got me believing. Feeling on top of the ceiling. Hey, man, this beat has got me feeling. Oh, yeah. Top of the ceiling. Weed I'm hitting got me believing. When I'm on the mic, I might just take flight. When I'm on the mic, I might just take flight. When I'm on the mic, I might just take flight. When I'm on the mic, I might just take flight. Feeling higher than a kite, quite a unique type, way better than my day. stage, I'm a fitting pipe. This music is my new life. Listen in, photograms, let's go, share hands. Look around at your new friends. Follow their Instagram, calling for these monster men. There's not problem causing, no complaining, no excuses. Only come for the solutions. Resolutions, boost my mood, straight goofing on the roof. Oh crap, I should have said ceiling. Hey, sing along if you're at home anyway. Feeling on top of the ceiling. Man, this beat has got me feeling like I'm sitting on top of the ceiling. Hey, weed I'm hitting got me believing. Feeling on top of the ceiling. Hey, weed has got me feeling like I'm sitting on top of the ceiling. Weed I'm hitting got me believing that I can rap. Oh, Skylar's gonna hate me for not doing that one. But hey, we're out of time. Hey. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I should have conditioned myself better for this. But this is my boy Rosterman once more. This is Gino Rossi. He's my man, day one. Known him for over a decade. I'm King Cooch, Tyler Coocher. Call me whatever you want. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Motif. Shout out to the Parlour. Shout out to the sound guys. They always make it happen. Whew. And I'm out. Oh, we'll be right back with more me.
Oh my.
Thanks for joining us. This is Mike Ryan with Motif Magazine, and you're here on our podcast, Between the Notes. We're here with King Cooch and Rastaman. So, how did that feel, you guys?
Oh, wonderful. It's been way too long.
How long since you've been in front of, I mean, this isn't exactly a live audience, but how long since you performed out?
I'd say like a couple months before COVID started. Yeah, so
been a
like
while.
January, 2 years ago almost, yeah.
2 years, all right. When you were performing live, how much did you feed off the audience? And
Oh, so much. Like, honestly, but the energy did come back. I didn't expect to have like the energy I did up here. It was just like, just came right back, so that was cool.
All right.
But yeah, usually at the end, like, it's cool hearing like the audience members. Like, I like to rap fast, but when people are catch on to every word and you hear them like, like that's the best. That's what just makes me want to belt it out.
Nice.
Yep.
They're all your own lyrics?
Yep.
Obviously. So tell me a little, where do they come from?
A lot of them just come spur of the moment, just like, just come to me. Like, one of my favorite rappers, Jarv, told me, don't rush it, man. Like, don't, just whatever comes to you, do it. But, don't force it. So, just whatever comes to me, like, sometimes I hear it in the beat, sometimes just like, I like see a certain word, I'm like, just, I don't know, just comes to me. I just try not to force it.
Sometimes we'll be out playing pool or something like that, and I'll be like, it's your turn, Ty. And I'll turn around, and he'll be at the table just writing lyrics in his book, and he's like, 1 minute, man, I got a couple bars I got to do. And it's that spontaneous, and I think that's why the lyrics are so good. I write music too, but I have to really sit down and think about it. Him, he gets like a good couple of words, and he's like, now we write anywhere.
Yep.
Cool. Tell me a little about your collaboration. How do you two know each other, and how did you start making music together?
Well,
Middle school.
yeah, he moved to North Fitfield, what was it, like 6th grade? No, 7th grade.
7th grade, the middle
We
of
were in
7th grade.
Yep, we were in 7th grade. He moved to North Fitfield, and we actually moved away. My house burnt down, moved to Douglas, Mass. So like, but we still just kept seeing each other.
Found a way.
And I think 13 years later or so, we're still friends, and we always had a unique like vibe with music that we like still respected each other's. We always liked a different spectrum, so we always just like incorporate different things. He's like, oh, listen to this song, okay. So we'll listen to like from reggae to rap to like Led Zeppelin to like a good opera if he found one. Like, I don't care if it's good music, it's good music. So we just always been like around music, trying different instruments. Like, especially him, you go to his house, he has tambourines, he has maracas, like he has instruments.
Pianos, guitars, basses, an
Drums.
accordion. If someone comes to my house and they're like, you want to learn an instrument? I'm like, yeah, just pick one out and feel
Yeah.
free.
All
I
right.
like to
Not
have-
always the harmonica, obviously.
Yeah.
It was just the most carryable, easy.
All right. What sort of genre do you think you guys fall into? Like, how would you describe it?
At first I tried to like not be defined as pop, because some of it could be called pop.
Okay.
But like, whatever, if it's music, it's music. If it's a label, it's a label. I don't care. But like, I just make what I want. I want like just hip hop, just free spirited hip hop. My favorite actual era is like the boom bap, like DOS effects, like that, like dum sickety dum bump, like that's, I don't know, I love that.
All right. Is Providence an important component in that, or
of course.
Where you are?
Good buddy of ours, Slitty Wrist, he got me on my first open mic. He was like, hey man, I know you got bars. I have a beat in my flash drive. Just go up there. And I actually did that second to last song, Banana Peel Your Wig Back, up there, because I just had that whole verse pretty much in my head already. He's like, I know, you just do it. And I was like, okay. And like just that feeling, like I felt like I just did some kind of drug that, like, I don't know, like I just felt so high, and like, I don't know, I just loved it and didn't want to get off the stage.
Okay. Did you get off the stage, or?
Oh yeah, I had to.
All right.
But it was one of Spaka's shows, and then like he was like inviting me to like all of his next shows, so that was really cool. Like, because with Spaka you get to know, he's worked really hard in this city, so like when he like has a show, people come, and I've like had a lot of great connections, and I feel bad saying it, but I've benefited from his like hard work. So like I just like to give back to people. Like Spaka, go follow him. Spaka on Instagram. Big dude, great person to know.
Oh yeah. Amazing. So, and you were talking about the Providence style of music too.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me a little more about that.
So it's more of like
What is that?
Like you go to like cities and like you expect like the city to be like Detroit, something like, I don't know, grimy or something. But you come to Providence and like every town has its spots, but Providence is like a very welcoming area. Like I don't know, anyone can come here, anyone can make music. I've never seen anyone boo off the stage, never seen a bad reaction for somebody. Even if they weren't doing great, even if the crowd wasn't loving them, they did not let them know. Like sometimes, some people will fade off, but like still like around Providence, people like make sure like, oh yeah, showing love. Going out to like some places in Mass, not going to name any cities in general, but some
Okay.
in Mass, people like just
keep it
don't
clean.
care, yeah. They just leave.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And
All right.
that goes back to like the crowd. Having them around is really just fuel for the concert. Like seeing them, it's just, especially in this area, they're always so engaged in the concert, and they might, like even us sometimes, we'll go to a show, not know the person at all, get into the music, the vibe, and it's like you've known them forever. You have all their CDs, and I think that's just the vibe around here, and that's excellent, whether being in the show or being part of the show.
Yeah.
It's just a welcoming scene.
Do you guys both perform in other configurations, or like with other performers, or is?
I haven't done much performing. I was in a band back in the day, but now it's more of a solo project. I got a looper and all these instruments.
Yeah.
I have a talented cousin, a very talented best friend, and I'm hoping to go like a solo project, but also have some features, have some friends, and it just be like a very like kind of the Gorillas, just kind of have everything salad of an album. And I'm hoping to go somewhere with that. But I'd like to perform more. It's just I got a lot of work to do in the at-home studio that I'm building.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. The backbeat and the tunes that we just listened to, that's your compositions too, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? And so tell me a little about making that.
So
Does it come with the lyrics, or is it a different process?
all the beats. No,
Beats,
those.
yeah.
I didn't make any
those,
of those.
Those are prefab.
Couple,
Okay.
yeah, because some of them were off some people off YouTube that I got the whatever lease, and then some of them were from like a beat pack that I got from Kato on the track.
Mm-hmm.
Just wicked cheap for like 50 beats, and it was wicked nice. So that helped me out like jumpstart. Because I did 2019 in November, I did a no nonsense November for 15 or 16 days straight. New song, wrote a new song, put it out there. New song, put it out there.
Every day?
Yep.
All right.
But I only last like 15, 16 songs. Like, I'm not like big on like, hey man, you want to do a collab? And they're like, yeah, okay. Then I'll be like, all right, yeah, we'll do it. And then I forget to like, hey, let's do it. So like, at the end of it, I was like, oh man, I'm running out of ideas. I forgot to ask people. So, but yeah, it was still really fun to have all those beats with me. And but the one that last one that they cut in, Skylar wrote that
Okay.
one, and I really wanted to do it, but it's all
Skylar
right.
coordinates our podcasts. So
Oh,
a Motif
wonderful.
person. So.
Oh.
Uh,
So yeah, we won't say nothing
Skylar
bad about her.
Banks. Right. Save that for later. No, just
Yeah.
kidding. She's great.
But yeah, she made that beat of this next song. That song
Uh-huh.
you heard at the very end, little snippet. She made that beat. She wrote
Nice.
it. I had a little verse in it, but it was mostly hers. And I think if you go to my Spotify, it's the very first one. Could that be you? So,
All right.
yep, good. It's a good one.
I like that track because it takes him out of his element, which is what I try to do for him all the time. Because as a musician, I feel like you can understand music more. I grew up liking rock and a little bit of rap, but now being a musician, I love everything. Mostly I do like indie rock, and I love reggae fusion. So I love that kind of stuff.
Rastaman is
Yeah, and
makes sense.
it's very nice because a lot of his songs have the fusion with that. You have some guitar, you might have the drums, you might have the horns.
Mhm.
So it always plays a good part for me, and it's good because it's a good collaboration. It's if he wrote country and I did EDM, it would be not a great collaboration at all. It'd be hard to like go
That
do
would be
lyrics together somewhere.
That could be really weirdly interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, right?
Yeah, I kind of want to hear a little of that now, but
Yeah.
I know it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
But
we'll
We'll
work
send
on
it to
that.
you, yeah.
Next
that'll
album.
be your next,
Yeah.
Yeah.
your next bit. Yeah. Do you do any of the beats though?
Well, that's what I'm getting into
You're
now.
going to?
Ju-
Yeah.
Recently, I put the money in to get a looper. I got a good Boss looper, and I got everything I needed for that. I got a good system. I got all the wires that I needed to connect all my instruments. I didn't have that before. I had like, let's jam, but I didn't have, let's record it, make it tangible to use. And I'm just slowly buying everything I need, and I'm just about there. I just got a good mic. I dedicated a whole room to just becoming a studio, and I'm hoping. Also, he just got a really nice. What's the device you got? The beat piano.
Oxygen piano and a piano with a
okay.
little 8
So
beat pad.
with that, plus
Uh-huh.
the looper, all my instruments, we're hoping to. Plus with
Yeah.
my cousin, just get some really nice gnarly beats out there. Because I want to have the nice reggae vibe. He wants a nice boom bap. And even fusing those together can equal a really nice vibe. My cousin plays guitar and bass, so having his jazzy blues influence can really just spark up something good, and we're hoping to do something with that. We have the tools, and we just got to figure out what to do with it next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
being in hiatus for a while was kind of discouraging, but now it's like even this is good fuel for what's next.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what part of the musical process gets you the most excited? You like the exploration, coming up with the songs, performing?
I like performing the most. That's the most, like, I like when I write a song, like, if I know it's good, like, I throw away more than I'll ever write. But like when I write something that's good, I just feel like my head is just like overworked, but I'm just like, oh, this is good. And I just, like, fall back, like it's just. So like that's a nice moment. It's like a nice, like, almost like relief, kind of like just fall back. I'm good, but like, yeah, I just feel like I don't know how to explain it. Like I've only like done weed as a drug, but like I feel like a high of like I don't know, like it just I love it.
It's when you're in the flow. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. How about you?
All right, well, for me, it's really the coming together, the making of the music, whether it be the lyrics and it's just your writing and all that. It just flows, and you look at the paper and you're like, this is it. This is the one. That's a great thing, and I love that. But I also love seeing everyone come together because I usually have big jam sessions.
Okay.
It's usually Cooch, it's myself, Tyler, Kevin, all of my friends and cousins. They all get together, and it's all their talents in one room, and I love to just see that meld together. And when I see that, that's really the biggest inspiration of like, okay, he likes jazz, he likes blues, he likes rap, I like reggae, and we make something out of it.
You intersect them all.
Yeah, and I guess both of those combine to when you hear a song and you can relate to it. I guess that's my biggest thing. Like when I really have a nice album done, I want someone to put it in, just get those goosebumps, the hair raise, and just go, I get that. And
Okay. And the sirens give me goosebumps.
yeah.
But
So-
no, I know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
so I have that, but I want to get into, like you said, I want to make the beats. I want to do that. So that's what I'm doing now. I love doing the lyrics, and that's probably my favorite part is the lyrics and seeing how you can relate to music and how people can relate to your music. It's like a really nice network once you get into it, and I love that. That's like Tyler was saying, is the drug. That's the thing that keeps you going. It's like when you go for a jog and you get that adrenaline rush, you make it up the hill and you keep going. So that's the fuel, really.
Cool. You mentioned before one of the songs that was one of your favorites. Tell me more about that. How come?
I don't know. So like, I'm not much of a freestyler, but like I'll still try. But every now and then I get something, and like that song "Banana Peel Your Wig Back" just came out of nowhere because I was just listening to DOS Effects, and they just had that random thing. So out of nowhere, I was just freestyling and "Banana Peel Your Wig Back," blamming hammers hit that, scaring randoms while I'm slamming down a 6-pack, attacking tandem if your clicks whack, cameras panorama because your chick's fat, caught her panting for a Kit Kat. Like I don't know, they all just kind of came out, and I'm like. I literally pulled over, wrote it down. I was like in the car. I literally pulled over.
See what I mean? You could just be in the middle of something and
Yeah.
gotta write it
Because
down.
if I didn't, I would have never had that.
You lose
again.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
your first performance too.
Oh yeah,
Question mark.
yes,
Yeah,
that song.
okay.
Yeah, I did that on my first performance too.
Right. Yeah.
That's the biggest proof of versatile music. Those lyrics, I've seen him sing
Yeah.
and rap too. I mean both. Like he's sung them like a melody. He has rapped them like the greatest
Like,
rapper I've ever
I've done
seen.
done a country version of it. I've done
Any beat.
every beat. Yeah.
You can just look up EDM,
Wow.
look up reggae beat. He even did it to the "Never Gonna Give You Up" by
Yep.
Rick
Astley.
Astley.
Yep. I did works
Did
to
the
that.
instrumentals of that
Yeah.
one day, and I was like, "What is this?" And he goes, "Oh," and he just started singing "Banana Peel Your Wig Back," and I went, "It can be done to anything," and I love that about that song. It's just you can just play it to any beat, and it's that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I think that's what makes it a really good top choice and favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like that beat that I did it to, I've done it to like so many different ones live. Even did it to what is it? That doesn't matter now. Shook Ones. There we go.
Okay.
Shook Ones instrumental. I couldn't even think of it. But yep.
Wow. I didn't catch you warming up, but how do you
No, I never
stretch
really-
out your mouth, or how do you?
No, I never really warmed up. This is probably the most sober I've performed in my life.
All right.
So.
Does that help
usually
or hurt?
It definitely helps.
You could, okay.
Like I did mess up some words, but like I just been a long time.
Mhm.
But like usually just like it was almost like so like just clockwork, just in and out, and just so knew so many people. Hey, drink. So it was just
Yeah.
Almost unintentional, but you were just there, you know, it just happens.
Do you leave some room for improvising? Is that or was that
Sometimes,
all?
yeah. Yeah, and some of the songs, yeah. I change them up depending on where I am or whatnot. Or
Nice.
Yep.
That's the fun part about it too. I like that because when I write, it's usually for the most part very like strict.
Yeah.
You know, verse, chorus, end, song. Where his songs are like, this is how it goes. But then there'll be like this moment where anything could change up, and I'm like, whoa, this is good. And sometimes it catch you off guard, but it's what makes them fun and elaborate because they just change up, especially when you're on stage and it's like, now we're doing this or we're doing that.
You should ask Skylar how many takes it did to do a song called Sarcastic.
Should I ask her honestly or sarcastically?
Hey!
That's good.
No, honestly, though. Like,
Okay,
hey, how many
alright.
takes a Sarcastic take? Like, so, like, I don't know, like I obviously mess up so much, and she just, like, she's good at pushing me to keep the mistakes in, like,
Mm-hmm.
like, I just, like, she's like, no, it sounds good, listen to it again. I'm like, okay.
That's part of the beauty of live music
Yeah.
too. It's, you know,
Exactly,
authentic
like, I'll
live
just-
music.
Yeah, I'll just be in the studio recording, I'll be like, hey, let's do it all over. She's like,
Normally he'd be like,
no,
delete
let's
button.
listen to it and just
Mhm.
start a new take. I'm like, no. She's like, get in here and listen to it. No, she's not that stern, but like sometimes she has to be because I'm like, no, perfect. She's like, listen, all right, just, come on, get out of your shell for a second.
Uh-huh. So that process helps a lot too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes she'd be like beating lyrics out of me, so
Okay.
make me do the mind maps.
I skipped. This was going to be one of my first questions, but we got to talk about the names. How
Yep.
and now I think you dropped where
Yeah.
yours comes from, but
So I didn't want to be, so yeah, my last name's Coocher, and everyone always called me Cooch. Even like my teachers in school would be like, hey, Cooch, hey, Tyler. But my buddy, I was like, I don't want to just be Cooch because that's just like something. And my buddy Josh was like, just King Cooch. And my buddy Josh Dunn, he's Attila the Dun, so I
Okay.
like his name too.
all right. Yeah, that was a tricky one to Google. I can
Yeah.
tell you that. But and Rastaman's a little more obvious, but there's an origin story there too?
I mean, yeah, I've been a Rastafarian for 8 years. I mean, that's the root of it. But like a lot of my friends have always called me, you know, Rasta, Rastaman, Mr. Marley. I used to have dreads for a while, but I ended up taking those out. So I just kind of fit the bill, and you know, it's my lifestyle, so it's really part of it. And I never really cared for a stage name, if that makes sense, because like I have a nice name as it is. It's not really a problem, but it's more. I like it because I don't want to be one person. I want to be like this guy. It's good to be like. Kind of like the girl is a mysterious thing because you could do anything, which is what I like. I don't like to stick to one type of music. So, you know, but also hearing that name, they're going to think, oh, reggae this, reggae that. But even though it's the main influence, I think that's just one of the things that people always called me. And
Yeah.
out of the many things and variations, that's the one that I think was called the most and stuck the most. And usually when we go to shows, it's like, hey, what's this? Who are you? And when I go to shows, that's what people remember. And it's like, if you didn't remember my name, you'd call me Rastaman or Rasta, and I'd be like, hey, I guess so, right?
Yep.
Right.
So I guess on stage, I mean, it seems appropriate for that. And it sounds good, King Cooch and Rastaman.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
Do you have any favorite places to perform? Any places you're looking forward to getting back to now that things are hopefully open again? Besides the Parlour, of course.
Yeah, can't wait to come here. I actually love this stage. It's I miss News Cafe. It's a small stage, but like always great crowd. Dusk is always great.
Yeah.
Like nice underground places
Yeah.
where people would show up that you wouldn't expect, and it's just a nice mixed crowd.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that, you know, that's what we like. Different music, different people. You know, get the word out there. Variety.
Friday.
And
So-
even though,
Yep,
but
sorry, go ahead.
we haven't played at any of them. I don't think you haven't. I haven't. But we always love the idea of like kind of like Red Rocks, just a nice outdoor, cool kind of spot where it's just like, that's just really dope. I think if you're playing outside at like whether it be in a canyon, a forest, by the beach, that kind of show, I think would be a really cool goal. And I think that's going to be a really good vibe. Just being outdoors, seeing that type of people.
Yeah.
You know, bar scenes are awesome and stuff, but it's also like we never did that, and it's like I feel like that's also something that's on the bucket list
All right.
because I feel like it's a whole different vibe.
Outdoor concert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Huh. So what's next for you guys? What have you got coming up?
Man, I should know the place. I got a show the second, and I got a show on Friday in Wakefield, in North Kingston. I think it's Wakefield, Rhode Island. Can't think of the name.
Muse?
Where else?
Pump House, yeah.
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I can't think. It's like something like lounge or something.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
I'm going to have a follow-up question on that in
Yeah.
a sec. How about you? You're assembling your weaponry to
I-
create an album at some point.
I am, yeah.
Okay.
It's been a lot of treks to places like Guitar Center and just places like that. Like,
Huh?
I basically have what I need now, and I got a lot of state-of-the-art stuff. So I'm hoping to. I don't want to get something user-friendly. Maybe like, yeah, look at this toy that I got. I got some pretty heavy-duty stuff, and I
Of course, I pulled up the flyer.
want to learn them a little bit, and it's pretty hard. Just like the thing that he got, it's a lot more than just plugging it in and doing it. But it's also not that hard either. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna definitely be like a little bit of a hermit for this summer. If I could play some shows, I'm definitely gonna be practicing. Doing
But
a
you
little bit
didn't get enough of the hermit thing the last year and a half?
Yes, but I didn't have the equipment I needed. I had very amateur equipment, and now I've upgraded. That was Caterpillar me doing Caterpillar stuff. Now I've metamorphosized, and I got a lot more to do. But I also got the stuff I need to record now. I didn't always have that.
Right.
Yes, I had some of Tyler's opportunities and even his little at-home thing, but now I have my own whole setup. I wouldn't call it state-of-the-art, invite people over to do it, but it's everything I need to do what I need to do.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
that's where it's going to be right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Tyler, stop Googling yourself.
Yeah, right.
I'll
figure
can
it out
you
later.
tell our viewers so whatever gigs you have coming up, where can they follow you? Where can they catch you? What's your social?
My Instagram's King Cooch Rap, KangCooch Rap. I don't really use Twitter. You know, I got Facebook. I don't use my King Cooch Facebook, but I got Tyler Coocher, COUTURE on Facebook. Just reach out, say hi. If we want to collab, we'll collab. I got Spotify, Apple Music, everything. King Cooch. Find me on there. I got a new album came out April 19th on my dad's birthday, and Skylar made just about all the beats except I think Namaste. I think that's it. So she made all those beats. She helped me write the majority of them. Actually, I don't think I performed any of them tonight besides Ceiling, but she made her own beat for it, so you can check that out. Yeah, so they're all going to be different songs in tonight because they're a little newer. I had to stick with the classics.
All right. How about you, Rastaman? Where can they find you and follow you online?
Oh man, I'm not a big fan of online stuff, as this guy knows, but I do have an ancient Instagram at Real Rasta Vibes. And
You'll find me through him.
Yeah.
You'll find him through me.
yeah, I guess
All right.
that's how that works.
Well, they want to come see you out. They want to find out
Yeah.
where that thing is on July 2nd and where all the ones for the rest of the summer are going to be.
True.
So thank you for the info.
Absolutely.
And thanks for coming out. Thanks for sharing your music
been an
and
absolute
your
pleasure.
time.
Thank you so much.
It's been awesome. Thanks very much. Again, this has been Between the Notes with Motif Magazine at the Parlour, sponsored by R1 Entertainment Center, also sponsored by Bolt Coffee, the Beer Garden for Trinity Brew Pub, and by Dash Bicycles.
Ooh.
Thanks very much for watching and listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Awesome.
All right, thanks.